Crafts in China. It's actually a top-notch luxury. Spring must come for craftsmen. My name is Song Lee, from Hangzhou. I've been doing tie-dye for 30 or 40 years. In 1998, I went from Hangzhou to Shenzhen, starting to do the hand painting. The client took different samples too. Tie-dye has been around since then. No teacher, only imitation. See the sample, it's got creases. We recovered it the same way we did the crease. And then take your time to get to know tie-dyeing as a trade, and then slowly start. Try to learn to do it. At that time, the internet isn't really that developed. Just go visit anything I can find out. Savvy. Some dyeing factories, tie-dyeing factories, includes workshops, including Yunnan, Guizhou and Sichuan. Tie-dye factories. Basically walked around. There's a saying, learn from 100 schools of thought. It's pretty wide open. Involves learning a variety of skills. The 4 major amounts in the country now. Skill. They're all well versed in the gray. Frequency of waxing. You make little things. You mustn't wear gloves. Tie-dye. To be done in summer and spring. I can't stand my hands in the winter. If you don't like doing it, you don't have to learn. My most classic piece, tie-dye fabric. That's the one. A half skirt. We don't even know the brand. We didn't know any better. Just do it for them. When you're done. As a result, in previous years, they showed me the magazine. It's what we did back in the day. Walking the runway abroad. This style. Actually, by now, you make beautiful clothes. This fabric, we call caviar. Every single one of them is tied. Tie it with a piece of string. After the Japanese learned it, most used in Japan. What about us at home? Basically almost no understanding caviar process. Many designers. As soon as I saw the caviar, his first words, this is Japanese craftsmanship. The year before last, with Shenzhen University, cooperation, launched caviar, thematic exhibition, correcting the name of caviar, which has been passed down for thousands of years. Fish roe is a Chinese, traditional craft. Crafts in China. It's actually a top-notch luxury. Where is the germ of the design inspiration for the international brand bag? It's our unearthed artifacts. The one on the loot. Caviar. If you do it right, you'll be the luxury of China. Started purely to make money. Later on, you do it and you really find out. Negative prefix. You really like traditional tie-dye. Let the industrial stuff, mechanized production. It can't be done. I can't express what I want to express. We do it by hand. It's often possible to bring it to fruition. Really, insisted on doing it for so many years. It's the love of it. Really like it. The ones that aren't sure. The more uniquely charming ones. Tie-dye work. Trying to get these crafts to really pass it on. It's about teaching some young people today. They're more open-minded. Putting some simple skills. Teach them. What they make is even more close to the current market. My side as a teaching point. Then, teach to the student. On the student side, spread out in a pyramid. Just let more people know. Natural plant coloring, or naturally dyed, with the charm of tie-dye. At that time, I was with a French artist. A work of art created together. It's called The Great Cold of the 24 Solar Terms. That year in the making. It's the coldest day in Hangzhou. This cold season, what we're seeing is, in the middle of winter, there's drifting snow, for example. That feeling. But I see it again from the inside. Barely audible. The feeling of spring. Because the age of personalization is here. So everyone wants the clothes I'm wearing. On my own behalf. It's unique and personalized. So differentiated clothing. It's got to be more acceptable. More people like the clothes I wear are unique. That's when spring must come for craftsmen.